Hi there, and welcome to the Butler Collegian newscast. I'm Kristin Camilleri.
And I'm Catalina Gallegos.
The Butler University LGBTQ Organization Alliance submitted a letter to the editor expressing frustrations about how the university has handled the vandalism of homophobic slurs on campus. You can find the letter up on our website now, and we want to read to you some parts of that letter. Part of it says, quote, "While we are shocked that faculty in our community who are supposedly advocates for the LGBTQ community are silent, we are not surprised by the lack of comment or allyship from President Danko. We will continue to follow this story."
The Diversity Center will be filling 3 new positions to help reach students and faculty better. These new positions include Executive Director of Diversity, Equity and Inclusions, as well as Director and Assistant Director of Multicultural Programs and Services. The Diversity Center has been without a director for a month, and Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Frank Ross, hopes that these changes will make Diversity Center more known on campus, saying, quote, "Having more staff in the center there every day will be a daily reminder to students that it is important and we care about them," end quote. Students will also be giving their input on the candidates, and the Diversity Center will be reviewing applications this week.
A record-breaking number of Butler students were accepted to the Orr Fellowship this year. 11 Butler seniors have been accepted to the 2-year post-grad program. The program provides seniors with full-time jobs after graduation at Indianapolis area companies. Butler senior Addison Amon said, quote, "I am most excited to utilize Orr's incredible system to meet and learn from some of the most successful business leaders in the Midwest," end quote. Big congratulations to all the admitted fellows.
Need to get your haircut? A student-run project called Barbers to Butler has brought this service to campus. The project brings cosmetologists to campus so students and faculty have a convenient place to get their haircut. Sophomore marketing major Josh Hall is the CEO of the project. That is a part of the Real Business Experience curriculum for the Lacey School of Business. He said he wanted to do something different than just selling products on campus. The cosmetologists are students from Paul Mitchell's Beauty School who can cut both men and women's hair. You can get your haircut this Saturday or April 20th in Jordan Hall, room 305, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. A haircut for men is $15. For girls, it's $25. Unless you just want to get your ends trimmed, it's only $10. And now Jake Bedell is here with a look at sports.
Thanks, Catalina. Baseball was in action yet again, and with the good weather taking a turn for the better. They actually played a full series over the weekend. The Bulldogs took on St. John's last Friday and had a doubleheader on Saturday. Butler had a difficult time amounting any runs Friday afternoon, losing 4-1. But they bounced back in the first of Saturday's matchups by winning 11-7. The offense was really clicking, especially in the second inning when the Bulldogs scored a total of 6 runs, 4 of them coming off a Harrison Freed grand slam, his 10th home run this season. But Butler could not claim the series in the third game as the Dogs held a 4-2 lead against St. John's before they tied the game in the 9th inning and then scored a game-winning run in the 10th. Butler baseball is now 17-12 overall this season. Their next Big East series is here in Indy against Creighton this upcoming weekend. The softball team had some work to do over this weekend in their series against Seton Hall. Their first game on Saturday of a doubleheader got out of hand quickly as the Pirates scored 7 runs in the first inning. The Bulldogs were unable to dig themselves out of the hole, and they fell 12-2. They refocused in the second game, however, not allowing a run until the 5th inning. Butler quickly tied it again in the home half. In extra innings, the Pirates broke through and defeated the Bulldogs 2-1. It wasn't all lost, though, as Butler regrouped on Sunday and pulled through in another extra innings game, but this time it fell the Bulldogs' way. Butler was up 3 early, but would not let another runner cross and clawed their way back one by one each inning in order to eventually claim the 4-3 win in the 8th inning. Softball is now 2-4 in conference play. They take on Georgetown at home this upcoming weekend. Lastly, women's golf put in a solid showing in the Indiana State Invitational this past weekend. They played against competition such as Loyola and Youngstown State and placed 4th overall. Lauren Tibbetts placed 7th overall in the tournament, shooting a total of 147 between the 2 days. It's been good to have some nice springtime action for these sports, especially with the weather looking up as of recently. So hopefully we'll be able to see this sort of thing continue.
Thanks so much, Jake. And the weather certainly has been beautiful. Springtime, meaning lots of people out in the mall. But of course, it also means registering for fall classes. I'm grateful that I don't have to do that anymore. I certainly wish that I was, but I don't miss the hassle of registering for classes. But how are you guys doing?
Well, I have my advising appointment this Friday, and Professor Bridge, my advisor, knows that I come in with like 4 schedules, and I have them highlighted when every class is. Still working on those right now, like different types of schedules if I need. But I love scheduling. Honestly, I'm one of the rare ones that does.
So you're super prepared. You're like always ready to go.
Yep, I am. I try my best.
Awesome.
I don't know about Jake, though.
I'm sure you're in an advisee's best case scenario.
I'd like to think so.
I'm in a different circumstance. I mean, I know what I need to get done, but I might be taking some summer courses in order to catch up on some things, so I don't pressure myself too much going into my senior year. But we'll see what happens. So.
Awesome. Good luck, guys.
Thank
you so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Butler Collegian Newscast. To stay up to date with all things news on Butler's campus, visit us at thebutlercollegian.com or on Twitter at Butler Collegian. I'm Kristin Camilleri.
I'm Catalina Gallegos.
And I'm Jake Bedell.
Have a great week, dogs.